So peaceful up here. It's hard to imagine the chaos erupting all over the world right now.
Focus, Ray.
Couldn't have been him.
Look for another resonance device. It's gotta be here somewhere.
So I'm not Jimmy anymore?
You earned it.
Yay. Yeah, he couldn't be working alone, though. What the hell? And he only got the resonance device just recently, didn't he? Or did he always have access to him?
What if we're wrong?
Don't worry. We'll find him.
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Stay where you are.
Oh, he's got on hand, huh? Aha! I see what we gotta do. We gotta activate it while he's in the middle of us. He's between us.
Do you see now? Do you understand?
Ed, what the hell is going on?
Resonance. They never cared about resonance. They used me. And now all this, using resonance for mass destruction. It's exactly what I promised Dr. Morales I wouldn't let happen. I couldn't see it coming. I couldn't stop it. But I can stop them, at least.
Stop who?
The 11 Foundation. Antivorta. It must be destroyed.
Why? Why Antivorta?
What makes some computer worth all this?
You really have no idea what Antivorta is, do you?
And educate me on it. Well, it's a DNA database.
It's an illegal database of people's DNA.
That's right. But DNA is just the tip of the iceberg. Right now, Antivorta is just one single computer in the low-profile office below us. But if the 11 Foundation has their way, that one mainframe will be the hub of a worldwide array of supercomputers that track, well, everything. Everywhere you go, everything you do, you leave an electronic trail. Phone calls, emails, text messages, blog posts, tweets, GPS data from your car, your cell phone, our entire personalities. It's all out there. Networked, consumable, predictable, controllable by them.
There's no way that would fly. Such a thing would never be legal.
You really believe that? Didn't you see the news? With that kind of fear to ride on, Antivorta will have the blessing of every government on the planet. That's what they want. That's why they wanted the resonance devices. They told me they would use it to help people, but they lied to me.
Gee, I wonder what that feels like.
Shut up, Ray! Don't you think I know what I've done? They used me to get this far, but they aren't getting any further. And when I found out what they were doing, I stole a set of resonance devices for myself. Resonance started this, and now it's the only thing left that can stop it. I've already set the timer, so just sit tight for a few minutes. And as soon as the devices have warmed up, the resonance particles will take care of the rest.
Okay, hold on. I've got a little time here to talk. Okay. Really? That's where it's going? I'm sorry if I sound disappointed, but... Okay, first of all, the kind of thing he's talking about, the electronic trail, all that stuff does exist, and the government does track it, at least in the United States. It's called the NSA, the National Security Agency. They have at least one supercomputer center that is taking in as much data as it possibly can. I mean, it can... I think it's still under construction, but it can hold up to like a yottabyte, if that's how I pronounce it. It's the highest unit of data that we have a name for. It can hold up to a yottabyte. And basically all the human knowledge is significantly less than that, so it can hold everything that's ever been. And it is keeping track of phone records, and like I said, tweets, anything that's put out there, any electronic trail it keeps track of. And even if that center itself doesn't, I'm sure that there are other centers elsewhere that do. Okay, so I think you're a little late on the draw, bro, because this is supposed to take place in modern times, right? This isn't an older game, I think. I think this is a newer game, so it's supposed to take place kind of in the present. I guess I haven't really noticed any years. There probably have been some, I just don't remember. But if that's the case, then it just seems silly to me that you're seriously just destroying a DNA database inside of a mainframe inside a hospital when there already in real life exists these much bigger, much more serious invasions of privacy and illegal surveillance. Like I said, in real life, this isn't fantasy. This isn't science fiction. That stuff already really exists. So it seems like the game's over small potatoes to me personally. I mean, I get that it's trying to make big stakes here, but since I know that that kind of stuff exists in real life and it's much bigger than that already, this just feels like they're shooting small fries here, you know? And also, so all the resonance stuff, could it allow worldwide communication then, and fast and light travel and free unlimited energy? Is that actually possible, or was that just a pipe dream by Ray? And how come resonance, this hugely powerful invention, just comes down to terrorist attacks on a few buildings and trying to destroy a DNA database? It just feels like it's wound up to a very deflating climax, personally. Anyway, step back. He'll probably do the opposite of what we say. I'll just BS with him a little bit.
You're delusional. Antivorta is one office with bad lighting guarded by the dimmest receptionist I've ever seen. And you expect me to believe the 11 Foundation are spearheading some Orwellian nightmare?
Yes, Ray. They are hiding in plain sight, and in a hospital, no less. And you barely scratched the thing's surface. Once they've started mass-producing mainframes, it'll be too late. They used resonance to make this happen. Now I'm going to use it to stop them.
How did they use resonance to make it happen? Exactly.
Very, very soon.
Yeah, really. How did they use... Anyway, why did you set a timer if you're just waiting for it to go off? Why didn't you just set the timer for 1 second and just let it go off, Ray? Or not Ray, but Ed? What the hell are you thinking? Why would you set a long timer and just stand there holding people at gunpoint waiting for it to blow? And if it did blow, I mean, if it was significantly big, you guys could be in a lot of trouble since you're on top of a building that may explode. You know, it's just... whatever. And how does resonance have anything to do with it? It has nothing to do with it at all. They're completely unrelated. On one hand, you've got the resonance devices, which are, you know, this powerful weapon of potential mass destruction. Even though, you know, those holes in like the White House and stuff, really, I'm not that impressed. I mean, yeah, it's a big hole, but a bomb would do just as much damage. It wouldn't vaporize everything, but I mean, the way this was described, being able to put the devices a long ways apart, and then the further they are apart, the bigger the destruction. I figured that they would like destroy an entire city or something. Now that would be high stakes, but instead they're just blowing holes in the White House for some reason. What? Why would they be doing that anyway? Anyway. Yeah.
You're a sociopath. Don't you have any empathy for the people you betrayed? Any remorse at all?
Of course I do. I didn't want it to happen this way. I was betrayed myself. I've murdered 2 people because I thought the end result would be worth it. I will not let it all be for nothing. Amul and Reno just killed hundreds, Ray. Thousands. With resonance. Can you just let them get away with it?
Thousands.
Quit messing with his head. It's you we need to stop.
They've murdered hundreds. Thousands. What? Thousands isn't that big a number. You know, if you want to impress me, be like, they've murdered millions. Thousands. Whoop-de-doo. So does any war, you know? I mean, yeah, this is a terrorist attack and stuff, and it's serious, but come on, the Iraq War probably itself murdered, you know, tens of thousands of people, and people are just like, oh, well, it's not that bad of a war, you know, it's nothing compared to, like, the World Wars or the Civil War or anything like that. It's really not that bad. Just saying. statistically, it's really not that big of a number of dead people. Thousands. Across the world. Thousands. Thousands of people die every day just from getting old. Come on. Alright. And how did him shooting... Hold on. Why did he kill Dr. Morales, and why did he kill Anna anyway? Because Anna was going to destroy the knowledge of resonance, right? Destroy the research? But that does not in any way affect the devices that Dr. Morales had already made. You know, the 20 devices, which apparently the 11 Foundation got their hands on most of them, but Ed managed to steal one for this use. Why would you have to kill Dr. Morales or Anna in order to do what you're trying to do here? Why did you kill them at all? All they want to do was to destroy the research for resonance, so it couldn't be used like this, and you felt that was wrong because you felt that it had greater potential and wouldn't be used for this, but it's clearly being used for this, so you were in the wrong, not Ray, but Ed. Ed was in the wrong here, obviously. He was mistaken about what it'd be used for, but I just don't see why it was necessary to kill Dr. Morales and Anna, the two people he's probably most close to more than anyone else. Right? What was the point of killing them? What did that accomplish?